cut up
Shirley Sherrod's
out
on
of
record.
context, which goes to show you what
sorry,
can be
I'm
done
sorry.
to what you say. Like with Shirley, you can take things out of context.
Way out of context. Like scriptures. People be taking the Bible, making that thing say what it wants to say.
Sure they do. So,
Unchristian like.
they got so bad that even the president was kind of weighing into it. See, this is where it gets bad.
This is where it gets bad. Why is the president... This is what I have problems with this president. He goes from like the top to the ghetto. It's like, dude, sticking out of your league. You're top tapping into Arizona. Now you're tapping into the NAACP madness. Just stay home.
Well,
E.T., stay home. That's the federal home. Let the crazy federal stuff. Stay home.
well, let me play the piece that accuses the NAA. I think we got it. The NAACP of bigotry. Okay, because this is from a show called Stage Right. Oh wait, hey, we got some music.
Hey, hey.
That's jam.
Hey, hey.
What is that?
Shake it, booty, shake it, booty. Make it looty, make it looty. Shake it, booty. Technical difficulty.
See, this should be a show just for these segments right here. This is a show right now. That's what I love.
I am trying.
Our oopsies, we have to keep going because it's live internet, yo. Make sure you check me out on Facebook. Like we killing time.
That's because
Facebook.
our wonderful staff of interns that you see scurrying about here.
Look at them. They ain't
They're
here.
imaginary.
They're imaginary. They're imaginary like that letter that man
That's
wrote.
right. Yeah, we are staffed by ogres and fairies, and ogres are mythical creatures that live
No,
underneath
I think we
bridges.
have gargoyles at night come
We
out.
do have gargoyles.
We have gargoyles.
So that's our
they're close to
staff.
looking to black people. That's what happens when a black man gets mad. He turns into a gargoyle.
I'm not touching that.
Man, she's slamming.
I'm not touching
She's
that.
I like a good gargoyle brother. That brother can. There you go, gargoyles.
Well, here's the video that shows how racist Shirley. Oh, her name is Shirley too. Ooh.
What you trying to say?
Okay, this says how racist she is. There's supposed to be some audio here.
Oh, that's okay. You know, it's a surprise. You know, I always like surprises.
It's on.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times.
Against people doing.
You know, the first time I was faced with having to help a white farmer save his farm, he took a long time talking, but he was trying to show me he was superior to me. I knew what he was doing,
What was he doing, sister?
but he had to come to me for help.
What?
What he didn't know, while he was taking all that time trying to show me he was superior to me, was I was trying to decide just how much help I was going to give him.
Okay.
I was struggling with the fact that so many black people have lost their farmland, and here I was faced with having to help a white person save their land. So I didn't give him the full force of what I could do. I did enough so that when I assumed the Department of Agriculture had sent him to me, either that or the Georgia Department of Agriculture, and he needed to go back and report that I did try to help him. So I took him to a white lawyer that we had attended some of the training.
Now remember, this is what was shown because this was used to portray her in a negative fashion. Okay, it's done to make her look racist.
That's when it was revealed to me that it's about poor versus those who have, and not so much about white. It is about white and black, but it's not. You know, it opened my eyes because I took him to one of his own.
Wow. Wow.
Now remember, that's been edited.
Denounce, in the way you asked the Tea Parties to denounce racists within your ranks?
Yes, we do. We repudiate racists within our ranks.
I was struggling with the fact that so many black people have lost their farmland, and here I was faced with having to help a white person save their land. So I didn't give him the full force of what I
Now remember, after this, the NAACP, everybody came out against her. Now, what's been so bad, Shirley, and we don't have time to go over this, but first of all, if you think that what I invite you to do, Shirley, they have the full 45-minute speech,
And just hear the whole
and it
speech
was
out.
so obviously edited. that every major organization that handled this story had to do major backtracking. The NAACP came out and made statements against her.
But she's already fired now, right?
They removed her. Everything was done to her. Okay,
but this
and based on a doctored piece that wasn't even really investigated to the extent that it should have. So the story is how bad the president overreacted, the NAACP reacted. We expect people who are prejudiced, who have other issues, to use these kinds of things to advance their causes. They obviously did.
So has she been bamboozled?
Boy, you know what? Here's what happened with the president called her. The president called her to offer apologies for, and encourage her to continue in her struggle and to encourage her to, to continue in her job. I guess they're now looking for a post for her, Vic.
Yes, they are, man.
Right.
And
ahead,
I'm sorry, Shirley. Yeah, if they want to go to the originating media blast piece, the guy's name, and I may kill it, but if you've watched a lot of the coverage, his name is Breitbart.
Okay.
He was the one that did.
I'll try to get it.
I think it's Breibart. He was on CNN, and what they did is they backtracked the story of how the media covered everything, and everybody got caught up. Bill O'Reilly had to take a step back, all of them. But he was the one, basically, of the Tea Party movement that basically put together the video that we all ran with. Well, I didn't run with it because I'm playing, Monday morning quarterback and watching it. And basically CNN, got to give them love and props, pointed out a number of things that happened that brought it all together. So they went to his background, found out that this guy, basically, Fox loves to run with stories that happen to highlight and profile blacks in a way that you may look at it as being scared of black folks when they are coming together, the new Black Panther Party movement.
They've been talking about the new Black Panther movement.
That wasn't the gist of the story. More importantly is this guy who has his own website, Tea Party Movement, also worked closely with the Huffington Post. He has a huge background in what they call the impact of having his base supported based on what he's shown. Unfortunately, he did not want to accept any calls or come on and be interviewed because the video piece that everybody ran with that was edited came from him.
And you can't get that on YouTube.
You can't get that.
That's not on YouTube because they won't let it be there. See, this is where they get sneaky. They don't want you to get...
It starts off one way and ends up in another.
Oh, by the way, and they have video clips of the farmer that she's so-called... They have him and his wife talking about how great a job she did for them.
Wow.
So the story, see, not only was she smeared, but specifically the examples that she was giving.
Right. He was a white farmer.
Yeah, and he comes back and really sings her praise. The whole story is a story of growth and change. And so it shows you how people will use your stuff.
When we talk about African Americans and we talk about Republican Party in its current state, the challenge that I have with politics as a whole and how this country looks on race is that, family, is this really about us? Or is it about an agenda to derail us and to have us become and continue to be disconnected from our own people? Our own people mean the American people. Racism is a serious issue. I grant you. NAACP, as we joke here, have done good and bad things in some aspect, but mostly good. It has done a lot for the people at that time. But now it's up to you. The ball is in our court. It's in our court as young hip-hop Republicans and young hip-hoppers out there to identify the opportunity of either moving forward or being derailed by news that really don't affect us. I mean, does this pay my bills? Does this help me get to the next point from A to B? If anything, it educates us on how the past can still come up and hunt you and bite you in the ass if you don't stay awake. And how there are people out there who continue to want to promote hatred, greed, and disband our minds from knowing what is true and what's going on in this world. And the truth of the matter is, there's people employed out there. There's people who are homeless out there.